Hello friends and enemies, it's Tuesday. I am trying to disassociate is what I will tell you right now. Grumps works in supply chain. It's a very stressful time. Is what I will give you. Because things happened last night, Monday. Which is why I didn't start the vlog, because I was like, let's hold up a moment. But I have other fun things happening. So like there's that, because I'm reading some fun books. A book I'm really excited for just came out today, and I'm working on planning a Trova trip with Bethany over at Beautifully Booked Bethany, which I'll have a link down below. Not to plug it, but if you potentially are interested in going next January on a trip, you can click that link and sign up to get notified. No pressure either, though. Like, you know, we just figured it'd be fun to do it together. 'Cause friendship. And yeah. So anyways, let's talk about what I'm reading. All that good stuff. I'm not sleeping great. I'm very stressed, and I've got to work on that at the end of the day. But I do have a lot of books that I'm currently reading, and I'm really hoping this week to clear that currently reading off a little bit. And today is an at-home chill day because I'm literally in a 3X t-shirt and bike shorts. You can't pay me to leave this house. I started Finley Donovan Rolls the Dice yesterday. Like I listened to like the prologue. So I'm not very far right now, but I am listening to that. I have an arc of it from last year during the boycott. I got the arc before the boycott happened for Macmillan. So because of that boycott, I had never read it. And the book 5 comes out soon. So the goal is to read this and then move forward. I am a little over halfway into X Marks the O's. I've been reading this before bed, which means I'm not making a ton of progress for something that's 100 pages. And that's fine. It's a very silly Valentine's Day inspired novella. Our hero is a fae cupid of sorts, but he's like 6'4" and he's in love with her. I also have Last Light by Claire Kent that I'm reading. I need to get back to this. I kind of put it to the side to read something else. Well, actually to audiobook something, and I need to, like, when I finish X Marks the O, I'm gonna circle back. And then I also still have Sabriel lingering. This one counts for one of my 25 and 2025 prompts that I'm doing for my members. And because of that, I am like, I need to read it or DNF it, but I would like to read it. I am intrigued. But yeah, that's kind of where we're at right now. I am alive, not thriving. Is anyone thriving right now? I don't know if we are, but I'm about to go sit back down and start editing for a bit. Have more updates for you soon, I'm sure. But I'm gonna go edit my vlog for Thursday and maybe get my Sunday video edited so I can just take a day or two to breathe and try to get myself refocused on life. Cause yeah, there's not a lot of will right now. Not a lot of will, but that's okay. All right, I'll talk to you soon. I'm in my romance reader hat. We are going to Costco. It is Wednesday morning. We had awful. Listen, I know you can barely see me because of my hat, but anyways, we had awful. Also, anyways, I'll fix it in a minute. Anyways, we had awful winds last night, like really bad. So there's that. Our pool is crumbling now, which we're gonna remove the pool. We just have been putting it off because like it's a project, it's a task, it's a big task, right? Because you gotta like drain it, you've gotta take it down, and it's one of those big outdoor above ground pools. And I have not wanted it since we moved in, and we just haven't done it yet. And like there's a deck around it we have to tear down also, so it just feels like there's a lot to do, right? So yeah, we have to do that. Fun times. Why is it not focusing? There we go. Really read. I'm about 40% into Finley Donovan Rolls the Dice right now. So I'm gonna listen to that. We're gonna go to Costco. I gotta get Dawn dish soap and hand soap, and I think those are the only 2 items I need at Costco right now. I will walk around and look, but I'm not really gonna buy anything else. Oh, ground beef. Very weird assortment, I know. So dish soap, hand soap, and ground beef. So yeah, I'm getting that today, and then I'm home. I got good sleep last night. Millie did sleep until about 3:30, and then she wanted out because she would not potty last night with the rain. So that was a win, but I'm a little stressed about the pool. Grumps will be home from work this evening, and we'll look at it, but I'm gonna go get another hot dog because I still kind of want another hot dog, so we're gonna do that. And yeah, I will be back to talk to y'all very, very soon, but for now, B-roll to the store. Okay, I did a hat swap because the black hat was not sitting right on my head right now. And I maybe need to curve the bill again, but it's fine. Anyways, we're off to Costco now. The girls are sleeping on the couch. So I'm exporting another video and I'm listening to Finley Donovan Rolls the Dice. I have just over an hour, like barely. I'm at like 3 hours and 15 minutes. So it's like an hour and some change left. I'm going to listen to that while I do thumbnails for this video and then make my post for members for early access. But listen, here's what I'll say about Finley Donovan. Is it repetitive and ridiculous? Absolutely. I was reading about the next book and it's like the timeline's like 4 months. Between this book and the next book. Careful. I also have a gremlin in my lap because she insisted. So yeah, like that timeline's ridiculous. This book is ridiculous also. They are in Atlantic City. They are basically on the run and they are trying to figure out who did what to this loan shark mafia type guy. So here I am. Yeah, I'm, like I said, 67% in. I also really liked that the ex-husband in this one is like, but what if we, and she's like, no. I'm like, good Finley, make good choices. And you are making good choices, which is that you should not get back with your ex-husband in any capacity. He was terrible. Bad news. No good time. But yeah, that's, where we're at right now. It is a little chilly, but I am going to get this video uploaded. I'm sprinting with Shay lately. We're having a very chill sprint. I may take a nap after this sprint. We'll see. I'm very sleepy. And then I just sent a new fic to my Kindle. But I also really want to read. I just want to read. Like, I want to read things. I want to finish X marks the O's if I can here as well today. So if I finish that in Finley, like, I will feel great today, honestly, about my reading. That'll put me at 3 things for this month. 4 things for this month, so that would be nice. Yeah, 4. I was like, is it 3 or 4? I don't know. Yeah, so it would put me at 4 books already this month, and it's the 5th, so like that feels good. And then I feel like I can keep reading some Last Light and stuff and maybe finish something else here in the next day or 2. I also am really trying to read a lot of shorter audiobooks. I'll probably, after Finley, do another cowboy romance on audio. And then I think the rest I have are all ebooks, so that sucks. But yeah, I think I only have ebooks for everything else. So depending on that as well, will determine some of what I do. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I'm intrigued, but I'm going to make this thumbnail and I will be back to talk to you in a bit. Hopefully when I finish Finley. Okay, so I finished Finley Donovan. Rolls the Dice. Yes, that one. So I finished that this evening. Oh God, blinded. Anyways, I finished that this evening. 4 stars. If you liked other books in the series, I think you'll continue to like the series. That's kind of how I felt about it the whole time. It's bonkers. It's zany. It's fun when I just need to change a pace, and that's why I read them, because sometimes I just want to change pace. So I finished that this evening, and the dinner I cooked turned out really bad, which I hate when it happens. I'm usually, not to brag, I'm a pretty good cook usually. Like I don't have a ton of fail meals, but it happens occasionally, and this was a fail. It was really weird. It was really, really, really weird how it failed, but it's fine. So yeah, I had that. I am about to get in bed and finish X marks the O's, and I'll have an update for that in the morning. But yeah, that's kind of where we're at right now. I'm gonna wash my face and go to bed. So I'll talk to y'all in the morning. I just want to give you a little update now before I forgot about Finley. I don't want to give you too much away, but I had fun. That's all you really need to know. I had a lot of fun with it, and I do recommend if you've read the other books and enjoyed them. I'll probably pick up Dig Their Own Grave in the next like 2-3 weeks, and then I'll be current with the series. But the way this one ended, I kind of want to know sooner than later about Dig Their Own Grave. So I'm thinking I'll pick it up sooner, most likely. But yeah, that's where we're at. I will talk to y'all soon. Good morning. Happy Thursday. I'm alive. I've washed my hair because it was well overdue. And then I used my new texture spray that I'm freaking obsessed with. It smells so good. But beyond the point. I have a doctor's appointment at 3 o'clock. It's 11:20. I have to go to the grocery store and get 2 or 3 items for dinner tonight. I don't need a ton, but there's a couple things I need. I'm making lunch. But yeah, I have read, God, how far am I? I just set my phone down as though I remembered to look. 61.4% according to the NetGalley app through Shoot Your Shot by Alexi LaFleur Brown. Okay, so I started this last night because I am just really loving a book that is like 3 hours sped up or less. And it's so like silly sounding, I know, but like I miss the shorter romance books. So I'm leaning in and reading what I can that's shorter right now versus anything that's too long. So I'm about 60% in now and I'm enjoying it. It's fun. I think it's going to be like a 3.5, 4 star. Like it's a good time. I think it's like it pays homage to hockey romances, but also is its own thing. And feels like, you know, Lexi's been on TikTok, like, dissecting some of the hockey romance stuff. And, like, that's fine. I think it's funny, personally. And I know some people don't think it's funny. They think it's being mean. But I don't think it's being mean. But, yeah, I'm really liking this. So, Lucy is Jalen's or JJ's good luck charm and an aspiring tattoo artist. And, basically, they've entered into an agreement for 3 things for her to text him good luck every time before a game. So it was really cute and very fun. And they've just kind of had this bond growing between them. So it's very like friends to loversy, like hesitant friends to loversy. I'm just really enjoying it. I don't really know what our third act is going to be. I've not determined in my brain. Like, I think it's going to be a breakup, but I'm not sure. Or something around that. Or something's going to come out about his like shame with a friend he lost. I think possibly for the third act. But yeah, I'm enjoying this. Like, it's been really fun. And also, truly, I'm just like, it's good narration. So I'm just kind of hooked in. And I'm going to finish it up here because I only have about an hour left. So I'm going to eat my lunch and finish this. And then I'm going to finally finish the last like 40 minutes of X Marks the O's. Because I don't have any filming to do before like Sunday this week. So I'm hoping to really lean in and like read a bunch, but I'm 60% into this. And honestly, I should have finished it the other night, but I fell asleep. Like last night I was gonna finish it and then I fell asleep. So we'll finish it up this afternoon after Shoot Your Shot. And then I gotta figure out what I'm gonna read next. And I don't know. I really don't know. I think I'm gonna go back to Last Light on my Kindle, but I need to pick a new audio because I'm trying to make sure I'm doing both here. These 2 will put me at like 4 books for the month, I think, maybe 5. So that would be nice to be, it's the 6th. So like, I would love to have read a book a day-ish, even including manga this month. But yeah, that's where we're at. We have our checkup from our appointment last month today. So they're going to check that everything's all good with the IUD. And otherwise, I don't have much going on. Like I said, I got to run to Kroger. So I can do that. And then I already cooked chicken and shredded it for dinner tomorrow night. But yeah, I think that's all I got right now. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. I don't think so. Yeah. All right. I'm going to go make my lunch. I'll talk to you soon. I have a very upset Millie. She wants to go outside, but I'm about to leave, so she can't. You're probably going to hear the bell because she is literally very upset with me, and that's okay. She's going to survive. I promise y'all, she's been outside enough today. I'm about to leave because I go to Kroger, pick up stuff for dinner tonight. I gotta pull out the meat from the freezer, like ASAP. So I'm gonna do that. Well, I could do the casserole tonight. I don't know. Well, I'll decide when I get back. I'll still pull the ground out to thaw. But anyways, I finished another book. I finished Shoot Your Shot by Alexi LaFleur Brown. And I'm giving it a 4. I actually really enjoyed this. I think this was really fun and an enjoyable read. I'm landing around a 4. I guess like a 3 point something, you know. We're just going to round to a 4. It was enjoyable. I had a good time. I liked how the third act worked in this one. I think it made a lot of sense to the book. It made a lot of sense to the story. It did a good job giving us a hockey book that was different also. Like, I felt like we got a hockey romance that wasn't the exact same formula, but still gave us the same vibes as we get from other ones, if that makes sense. So I had fun. I enjoyed this. I would recommend it if you like hockey books and if you want a heroine that's kind of, I wouldn't say she's a pick-me necessarily, but to some people she's going to give pick-me vibes because of the fact that she's just not your stereotypical. You know, she gets called like emo and goth by people. She is definitely more just like tattooed and dark hair and all that stuff, which I enjoyed. Kind of gave me vibes to one of the Carolina Comets books, the first one in that series, where the girl made like horror dolls to sell. So that's kind of what you're looking at with this, okay? Like that kind of heroine. And I love that, personally. I had a good time. The little epilogue was cute. It had one of my favorite things in it. But yeah, overall, it just was a fun freaking book. I had a fun freaking time. And that was all I wanted at the end of the day. Like, I just wanted to have a fun time with it. And that's exactly what I had. So I'm happy about that. Yeah, and it was nice. It was under, it's like 300 and some pages. Like, it's not long. So I'm enjoying that. And then I started Fan Service by Rosie Dana, which so that comes out this week that this blog goes up. And I don't even know where I'm at on it. I'm charging my phone right now, so I can't even tell you. But I started that. I'm enjoying it. I'm having fun. It's very silly feeling and also already feels like such a love letter to fandom. But our hero is an actor. We start with the prologue where they meet a while ago when she was a teenager. And she hears him like kind of say something mean about her when she goes back to get the photo she forgot, after feeling like they had like kind of a connection / a nice moment. So she leaves the photo behind and like leaves. While she also is the town goth emo girl kind of, but not really. The town weirdo, we'll call it. So she like leaves and is like, whatever. And the show's been canceled. It's like 7-8 years later. And he has this weird thing caught on film where he like half transforms into a werewolf, but not like it's weird, right? He doesn't know what happened. He doesn't know why. It happens twice, but one's caught on film, and it's around this moon that was like a big deal in the show, and everybody did it like a day late. So that was very fascinating. Millie, you're fine. And now he is in her town to meet with her because she's the mod for this big archive on the show he was on, trying to find out if he really is a werewolf or what's going on. So that has been fascinating. I am really, really curious to see where this goes right now. I feel like this is a book I'm either going to be hooked in and I finish it really quickly, like aka by tomorrow, or I'm not going to finish it and I'm going to DNF it. And I'm still not sure yet. Like, I'm enjoying it. It has the like trademark Rosie Danan writing, which I do enjoy. I think it feels, as someone who never watched Supernatural, it feels like it's written for people who watch Supernatural kind of. So that's interesting. And yeah, I'm really curious to see where it goes at the end of the day, because it's very different. Like, this is a very different kind of contemporary. But I feel like Do Your Worst was also a like paranormal light contemporary, and that's what this is turning into, but with like a nod to fandom. And what am I if not a fan, and not someone who enjoys and adores fandom to an extent? But I don't get into the like fandom kerfuffles. I'm like a off to the side fandom person. Like, I love being a fan and all that, and a deep appreciator of said fandom stuff. Anyways, that's where we're at right now. And then Heather texted me and told me I should try Polaris Rising because she thinks the hero gives Bucky vibes. So I just downloaded that as well to my Kindle. Although apparently I already owned it. I went to check it out from the library and I already own it. So I might pivot to that. I don't know yet. I'm going to read more X marks the O's soon. I'm going to finish that today. I'm determined. But right now, I got to go to Kroger and then head on to my appointment. So I will talk to y'all soon. Good morning, happy Saturday. Ignore. I picked. I'm not supposed to pick, but I picked. I have updates because I read a lot last night. Not a lot, but I read a good bit. So I'm halfway through Fan Service now, and I'm really enjoying it. It's definitely a very fun, it's very similar to Do Your Worst. If you liked that style of paranormal element, I think you'll like Fan Service. If you like fandom, I think you'll like Fan Service. I also spent a chunk of last night like just submitting NetGalley reviews on older titles that I had marked as not interested. Mostly DNF reviews, or a handful in there I'd read. So I did that because I had like 9 in there. And y'all are going to be really, really proud of me if you watch Tuesday's video, because I upped that percentage a lot. I also finally finished X Marks the O's by Anar Sarkano. This was really fun. I enjoyed this. This is a very silly, fun Valentine's Day romance with a fey Cupid. I had a good time. So I do recommend that one next year if you want a Valentine's Day romance. Like I said, it's nothing like mind-boggling by any means, but it's fun. Like, it was a fun time. It's kind of a bit of a romantic suspense-y situation because they're on the run. Well, they're traveling together to find the mob, people who tried to kill her. But yeah, that's where we're at. It's Saturday. I don't know what we're doing. I imagine we're going to mess with the pool. Millie's in the sunshine right now. I am drinking my coffee and waking up. It is 9:50. We were up very late last night. Grumps did not get home till late from work because stuff. And because of that, we ate dinner late, and that meant we stayed up late because when you don't get home till late, it's very hard to, go to bed at a normal time sometimes. So we did that, and he was up very early. I was not, which also is pretty typical for the two of us. One of us is an early riser, one of us is not. But yeah, that's what's up. I don't have any big plans today. I know we have to start getting the guest room ready. And yeah, I'd like to probably start reading some of the stack of manga I have that I took out of boxes from Shay. And then also, I'm just gonna have a nice time. Nice little weekend. So yeah, I will capture some B-roll and I'll update you soon when I have more going on. But hopefully I finish fan service this weekend. That's the goal. We'll see. Oh, I do think we're going to the all-you-can-eat sushi place. I think we're going to go for lunch because it's cheaper and has almost everything we like. So it's kind of a why not. So I think we're going to do that this weekend. I don't know if that'll be today or tomorrow. Possibly tomorrow. But we'll see. All right, I will be back in a little bit to talk to y'all. Millie, we're here to close the vlog out. Oh, we're not. Oh, I know. Hey y'all, it's definitely not the day before this vlog's going up. No, that's not what happened at all. This was you know what? It was a fine week. I was reading for another vlog too that you're getting next week. That's part of the lack of content, but also I can't fully blame that. I really can't. I'm here, and I wanted to wrap it up because I finished Fan Service by Rosie Danon Monday, and I think that's the last thing I've read that was like not for a different vlog. So I figured we'd come here and wrap this up. We had such a fun weekend. We did not tear the pool down yet. We've gotten it mostly drained, so that's great. And there's bad storms headed our way this weekend potentially. We have a slight uptick in that, so I'm glad we didn't get the pool torn apart because, well, those are just projectiles with the kind of storms we get here in Middle Tennessee. But on that note, let's talk about fan service real quick and wrap this thing up. I finished fan service. I'm giving it about a 3.5, I think. It's not bad by any means. I had fun. I enjoyed it. The audio is great. Smidge too long for me right now. And I will say I don't disagree with any of the reviews talking about like our hero reads really young. Because he does. He's 42. He was a child actor. It makes sense. Our heroine is very guarded. And that also, again, I think made sense for her life in this town and all these things. And I liked how it all worked out. I enjoyed the third act for the most part. I enjoyed all of it. Like, I liked the story. I liked a lot of it. There were just moments that I wanted to smack both characters upside the head and be like, get it together. Communicate. We are too old to not be communicating because she's like 34 and he's 42. Like, come on now. But because of that, like, it just kind of knocked it down a little bit. And it's also the thing that I don't hate. So I went in with the expectation of this being the case because this has been a lot of what published paranormal has been lately, which is contemporaries with a sprinkle, just a dusting of a paranormal. Like, yes, he does indeed turn into a werewolf at some point in this book, but like, you know, it's barely there. It's not a big key point of the factor. You know, he has enhanced smell and things like that, don't get me wrong, and like some wolfish instincts, so as they call it, and that has been fun, but it is not a full-blown werewolf paranormal to me. Like, it is not on the same scale as like other ones I've read, so keep that in mind. I think it's a fun one if you decide to pick it up. Definitely don't think you can go wrong there. The other thing I noticed when I was editing this vlog is that if you have Kindle Unlimited, Shoot Your Shot is on KU by Lexi LaFleur Brown. So I had a fun time with that, and honestly, I think it being on KU is perfect. It's definitely a quick read, so it's a great option if you were wanting to try it and your library has a massive hold list for it or something. So there's that. But otherwise, yeah, it was a quiet weekend. I have not been feeling too hot since, what is time? Probably honestly since Sunday. I've not felt great overall. So I've just been kind of letting myself rest and heal up and all that good stuff. So there's that. But yeah, I am really excited. When you're watching this, I have a visitor coming to town very, very soon. I think everybody knows who it is, but that vlog will come in 2 weeks time. So I'm spending this week at least finishing up that themed vlog for during their visit, and then also making sure to get the house ready for a guest, because that's part of having visitors. You have to clean and tidy things up. Though I don't have to do a ton. I just want to like clear this coffee table so we have space for our books, and you know, I will wash blankets again on Monday and all that good stuff. So we have clean and delicious smelling blankets and all those things. But yeah, that is everything. Like I said, this is a very cozy, chill weekly reading vlog, which I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I think, you know, again, life is not always exciting and thrilling and all these things. Like, sometimes it's just existing and getting through it. And that's what we've been doing, and that's okay. At least I had some fun reads overall, and that has been really nice. What I would love to know, if you've read anything lately that is in that paranormal sphere that you loved, tell me about it, please, because I am on the hunt right now for some paranormal books. So I would love to hear about those in the comments. If you don't want to do any of that, you can leave me a sleepy emoji, because literally I've hit it this week / last week, some of it, I felt like I could have slept for 18 hours, maybe 24 hours, possibly 24 hours, and been okay. Like, I think I could have slept a whole day away and been like, yes, refreshing. Which, never great, but it's okay, we're here. It's turning the corner soon is the good news on the sleepy factor, so I'll take it. But yeah, so you can do that in the comments, and I will have links to anything I talked about and all that good stuff for you down there if you're interested. I do have a site that will take you to links that are non-Amazon affiliated also, just FYI, so feel free to go there as well. I'm trying to get Kobo links going as well, so there's that. Because I would like to be able to, you know, lead you all to other places. But yeah, so there's links down there and all that good stuff. Links to be my friend anywhere I am on the internet. And I will catch y'all in my next video in just a few days. Bye!
About to leave, already packing, come with me. I'm not really asking, we'll get away to a place where we don't know. About to see the world in action, what we can be, life with no distractions, we'll get away, this is what we waited